Hello guys, so we are back again, and in this session we are going to continue with the type 7 which we have started earlier. But before starting with the session, hope you have watched all the lectures previous of it, and especially the lecture which is nothing but part 7, which we have means with the previous lecture of before this. There we explained the basic structure, okay, how to identify the type, two types of methods, okay. I didn't give much descriptive because descriptive things doesn't get absorbed in your mind easily, rather than questions which make you understand the concept more clearly compared to theory. Now let's take the question after that, and now we are going to do whatever important is to be done, because in the previous two questions I have done everything with proper statements and it will be repeated continuously, so we are going to focus on the problem only. So the third question which we are going to take is this one. What we are going to do, first identify whether it is type 7 or not. Yes, it is type 7 because on the right side it is a composite function. Now which method we should go for solving this, first or second? We should go for breaking the roots and using that formula, or go for partial fraction? We should not go for partial fraction. Now can it be solved by both of the methods? Yes, it can be solved by both of the methods, but partial fraction is time consuming for this type. Now auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is m square minus 9m plus 18 equals to 0, which will give you m equals to 6 and m equals to 3. Complementary function CF will be nothing but C1 e to the power 6m 6x and C2 e to the power 3x. After getting this, you can go for particular integral, which will be 1 by d square minus 9d plus 18 into e to the power minus 3x, which you will write as d minus 6 and d minus 3 into e to the power minus 3x. Do you find some similarity? Yes, here it is minus 3 and here it is minus 3. So I will use the formula on these two first and then go for this. You will write is at d minus 6 bracket 1 by d minus 3 into q of x e to the power minus 3x bracket close. Apply the formula, 1 by d minus 6 e to the power, here if it is negative 3x will appear, integral e to the power minus 3x into e to the power minus 3x into dx. So hope you have understand these steps properly, which was nothing but just simple thing, because this is very not a big issue. Okay, now you know basic integration. Take e to the power minus 3xt. If you do that, you will get e to the power minus 3x into minus 3 into dx is equals to dt. So you can write this thing as dt by minus 3 and put that value here. Now let's do that. So here we are going to take the minus thing outside and then we are going to solve. So if we do that, what we are going to get? Minus 1 by 3, we are going to take that outside, into d minus 6 integral e to the power 3x will be as it is, here e to the power t into dt. Minus 1 by 3 I have taken outside only. You know its integration is very simple, it is nothing but e to the power minus 3x, so we are going to keep it as it is. So if we do that, minus 1 by 3 into d minus 6, here e into 3x into e to the power minus 3x. You will apply the formula here, considering this as your q of x. Now let's solve this. Minus 1 by 3 will be outside only. Here it will be e to the power 6x integral e to the power 6x into e to the power 3x. Right? Here we are having e to the power. This was minus 3x, and what happened? This was 3x, and in the inside it will be minus 6x, okay, as per the formula, and here it will be e to the power 3x into e to the power minus 3x, right, into dx. If you simplify, you are going to get minus 1 by 3 e to the power 6x, okay, and integral e to the power minus 3x into e to the power minus 3x into dx. Again you are going to take the same thing, which will make this positive 1 by 9. Okay, I'm not going to do the integration again. It will e to the power 6s. Here integral e to the power minus 3x will appear. So this is our complementary function, particular integral. Now general solution is a combination of complementary function plus particular integral. So you are going to substitute the things: c1 e to the power 6x plus c2 e to the power 3x plus e to the power 6x e to the power minus 3x by 9. So this is your required answer. Hope you understand each and everything. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question which we are going to take is this one, which says d square plus a square into y equal to sec ax. Now just tell me, here which method we will use? Seventh method. Why? Because here d square plus a square format, in the right side there is no composite function and there is a constant, and if such thing appears we are going to go for type 7. Second thing, here which method we are going to use to solve this? Second method, which was partial fraction. Now auxiliary equation is what? Auxiliary equation is nothing but m square plus a square equals to 0, which will give you m equals to m minus ia. So you can get answer as m plus minus ia, no issue. So complementary function is nothing but c1 e to the power 0x firstly into c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. After doing this, you can get the particular integral, which will be 1 by d square plus a square into sec ax. After this, you can break this thing as d minus ia and d plus ia, right, into sec ax. Now what you have to do, you have to solve this by partial fraction d minus ia. Okay, this you don't need to show, you have to just do it in rough. Okay, you don't need to show this. A by d minus ia and b by d plus ia. Multiply throughout by this thing, you will get a into d plus ia, b into d minus ia. If you substitute d plus ia, put, okay, I'm doing it, put d equals to ia, you will get this as negative, this will be 1 by 2 ia as your a, while put d equals to minus ia, which will give you minus 2 ia, so your b will be nothing but 1 by 2 ia. Easy. After getting this thing, you can make out your particular integral this into partial fraction. So this thing d minus ia into d plus ia can be written as 1 by 2 ia. If I take this common, I will be left with d plus d minus ia. Here b was minus, so here it will be minus only, d plus ia. Just substitute the thing here and try to solve them. So if you substitute, what you are going to get? So here if we substitute instead of this we use partial fraction, as I mentioned earlier, we use partial fraction. So if we substitute, instead of this we are going to write 2ia, the whole upon, it will be bracket 1 by d minus ia minus 1 by d plus ia, right? Here it will be what? Sec ax. Now just multiply this inside, keeping this outside. It will be 1 by d minus ia into sec ax firstly, and it will be 1 by d minus d plus ia into sec ax. Now you can consider them as different integral and keep this as 1. Consider I1, which is nothing but 1 by d minus ia into sec ax, right? Now what you are going to do, you are going to apply that formula which was e to the power, here it is negative, so you are going to write here positive ia x integral e to the power minus ia x into sec ax, right? Now remember e to the power ix is written as cis theta, which is cos theta cos x plus I sin x, while e to the power minus ix can be written as cos x minus I sin x. So you need to keep, because solving in this format is difficult, so we need to express it in polar form, in cis theta form. Here it is minus, so we will express it in this format. Here a will appear, nothing great change you will observe, just you need to write here a. So e to the power iax integral cos ax minus I sin ax, okay, into this you can write as cos ax, right? After this, what you are going to do, since integration is there, dx will be there, you are going to multiply this, you will get your answer e to the power iax integral 1 minus I tan ax, right, into dx. Now if you integrate, you will get e to the power ix x minus I will be as it is, here it is tan ax, so 1 by a will appear, okay, it is not tan x, it is tan ax, so log sec ax will be there, right? After doing this, you will write this as your 2, because this is your I1. After this, you are going to consider I2, which will be 1 by d plus ia. Now what the issue is that many children do a mistake, they take with minus sign, okay, you don't need to do that, just take the thing, otherwise you have to carry the negative sign. If you forget at any place, you will do mistake, so that's why avoid doing that, take only whatever there. Sec ax, if we apply the formula, here it is plus, so e to the power minus iax, and here integral e to the power iax into sec ax into dx. Here we will express it into this Cartesian cis theta format. If we express it into this format, we are going to get something like cos ax plus I sin ax into 1 by cos ax. If we are getting this in this format, what we are going to do, we are going to solve this, we are going to multiply this in the inside, which will give me e to the power iax integral, this will cancel out, and here I am going to get something like, in the previous, what was the situation, in the previous one we are going to get 1 plus I tan ax into dx. Now I will tell you one trick also, but before that I want to solve it and show you. E to the power ax, and if you solve this, e to the power iax into x plus I by a log sec ax, this is your answer. Now if you observe the I1, only negative sign is there and rest all is same, and here negative sign is there. Here it was what, positive 1, okay, here it was positive 1, this one also, here outside negative sign will appear. I forgot to write that, okay, here I have written that, but after that I forgot to write that. Now the shortcut is that instead of doing all this stuff, what you are going to do, whenever such thing appears, similar thing appears like this, you're just going to write similarly, just write this similarly, replacing each I by minus I in, what you are going to do, you are going to just write into, you will get I2 directly e to the power minus ax into bracket x plus I by a log sec ax. So this will save your time. When you were whenever you observe something like 1 by d minus ia into cosec x, something like that, just replace I by minus I and you will get your answer. After getting I1 and I2, I can substitute them and get our answer. So let's substitute the things. So particular integral which we are concerned with is nothing but if we substitute 1 by I2a, right, into e to the power iax into x minus I by a log sec ax bracket close minus e to the power minus iax x plus I by a log sec ax. Now what we are going to do, we know that here e to the power x is there, xx is common, here this part is common with it, so we are going to take these parts common, x and log 1 by a log, okay, these type of things common. So if we take that common 1 by I2a, we are going to left with, firstly it will be x into e to the power iax minus e to the power minus iax, if we take the x common and multiply. Secondly, here it will be what, if I take this common and take minus common, because here this one will also be minus and this one will also be minus, so here if I take minus I by a log bracket sec ax common, we are going to live with iax plus e to the power minus iax. Remember, okay, one more property which is from complex number. This first property was expressing it in the sec theta and cos theta format, okay, minus e to the power minus ax and e to the power plus ax. And the second property is that whenever you add e to the power ix and e to the power minus ix, okay, when you express these two, when you add them, you get 2 cos ax or cos x, sorry, if it is e to the power ix plus e to the power minus ix, it will be 2 cos x, while if it is ix minus e to the power minus ix, it will be nothing but you are going to get 2i sin x. So you just need to know this property. If you are going to apply this, your particular integral will change 2ia bracket x 2i sin ax, here minus I by a log bracket sec ax, here 2 cos ax will be your particular integral. After getting this, you can write general solution as particular integral plus complementary function, which will give you your answer, which will be nothing but if you write c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax firstly. After this, x by a sin ax minus a square into cos ax bracket close into log sec ax. We are going to get this thing as our final answer. Now let's move on to the next problem. Hope you have understand this, because this was a difficult thing. Okay, if you go by other method, it will be more lengthy, so this is the most appropriate thing which I think to solve this. Keep in mind that you have to express the exponential, okay, format into polar cis theta form, which makes this type of problems a quite hectic to solve. We are going to see one more problem on this. This is the next problem. The problem is this: d square plus a square into y equals to cosec ax. So what we are going to do, we are going to do the same thing. Auxiliary equation is nothing but m square plus a square equal to 0, and here if you notice, here roots come imaginary, that is also a thing. So you will get m equals to plus minus ix. So complementary function is nothing but a piece of cake. E to the power 0x, real power is 0, real thing is 0, c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. Particular integral, what it is concerned is, we will write it in d square plus a square into cosec ax. After this we will express in d minus ia and d plus ia into cosec ax. Now we have already solved this into partial fractions, so I'm not going to do that. I to a bracket 1 by d minus ia minus 1 by d plus ia. After doing this, here it will be cosec ax. If we try to solve this, what we are going to left with is nothing but 1 by 2 will be as it is. Here we are going to get d minus ia into cosec ax firstly, in the second d plus ia into cosec ax second. So your two integrals have came into picture, so consider one. Consider I1, which will be this one, 1 by d minus ia into cosec ax. So if you try to solve this, you will do what? Apply the formula which you know, e to the power ia ax integral to the power minus ia x into cosec ax dx. Express it into cis format. Iax integral cos ax minus I sin ax bracket close into cosec ax, right, into dx. After this, e to the power iax, if you multiply this, writing this as 1 by sine, you will get integral cot ax. This is 1 by sine minus, here what will happen, that this will be nothing but this will get cancelled out and here I will be left only, here dx. So if you integrate this, you know that like tan ax integration was what? It was nothing but log sin ax. So here it will be log sec ax. Cot x integration is what? It is nothing but here 1 by a will come. Okay, don't forget that, otherwise you will get wrong answer. Log sin ax. Here what children usually do mistake, that they think that if tan has sec, then for sure the cot one will have cosec. That is wrong. It has sin ax minus ix. So this is our particular integral one. Now here you observe this was with minus, this is with plus. So what we are going to do? Similarly, call this as 2, call this particular integral structure as 1. Similarly, replace each I by minus I in 2. We get I2, you will get directly as I power minus iax into 1 by a log sin ax plus ix bracket close. So this is your I2. Now you can get your particular integral final, which will be nothing but it is very simple. Your particular integral final, which will be 1 by I2a bracket close 1 by a log sin ax into minus ix bracket close e power minus iax into 1 by a log sin ax plus ix bracket close, which will give you 1 by I2a bracket. Here what we are going to do, we are going to know, we forgot to write here e to the power ix. Okay, I forgot to write that. So here now we can take this thing and common in both of them and get our answer. So if I do that, I am going to get 1 by a log sin ax. Here e to the power iax minus will be there, minus e to the power minus iax is there, and I have told you what you can write this thing. And here similarly what we are going to do, we are going to take the minus outside, minus ix. If I take outside e to the power IAX plus e to the power minus IAX will be there, which will simply give me cos. So if I write the answer, it will be nothing but 1 by I2A bracket 1 by A log sin AX into it will be 2I sin AX firstly minus IX into 2 cos AX. So we are getting this as our final answer. Now what we are going to do is we are going to write the things. Now what we can do, this I will cancel out with each of them, which will give me 2A 1 by A log sin AX into 2 sin AX. I will get cancelled out, X 2 cos AX. Now general solution is a combination of complementary function plus particular integral, right? So we are going to write that thing. If we write the thing, we are going to get something e to the power 0x bracket c1 cos AX plus c2 sin AX plus 1 by 2A bracket 1 by A log bracket, we are going to have sin AX into 2 sin AX minus X 2 cos AX, and we are done with this. So this is the required thing. So we are done with this problem, and hope you understand each and everything. In the next session we are going to do some more problems, and which will be the last session on this type 7. So practice these problems and see you in the next session. Okay, bye.